Well, lots of squawking in local communities, and not necessarily from birds, but from people sick of battling neighbors who constantly feed them. They are fed up with the feathers, the droppings, the hassle. Tonight, KITV4's Catherine Cruz shows us the state is taking notice.
In Kona, it's wild turkeys, and yes, there are wild turkeys in Hawaii. In Pearl City, it's pigeons, and in Kailua, it's ducks. They have one thing in common: they follow the food. To some, the ducks add to the charm of the neighborhood, but the mess they leave behind is too much for some to take. Michelle Woodward lives around the corner. She used to feed the ducks, but gave it up when neighbors complained.
I don't think I want to be restricted. I mean, I think I should be conscientious of my neighbors, and I was. I tried to be.
In Pearl City, the issue has caused distress for residents on Ho'ohulu Street.
I love animals.
His neighbors say that's the problem. He says,
I don't have a bird problem, I have a neighbor problem.
After 12 years of enduring the birds, Shigeto Mukai just wants relief.
If you live on a farm where the neighbors are far, it's fine. But when the houses are close like this, you need to have consideration for others,
New legislation would do just that, stopping bird feeding when it becomes a public nuisance and a potential health hazard.
So this legislation is really a last resort in an effort to resolve this problem and make conditions a little bit more bearable.
Nothing against the birds, but when it starts causing problems to the neighbors, that's when you should be considerate enough to stop.
Raposa says he has cut back. The birds he now feeds, he says, live on his property, and he's taking steps to even curtail that.
There's going to be a time that I won't have any pigeons in my workshop.
The bird bill makes it a violation to feed the birds on private property, and if the problem persists, it becomes a misdemeanor subject to fines. House lawmakers have advanced the measure. The bill is awaiting a hearing in the Senate. Catherine Cruz, KITV4 News.